As frustrating as it is that this game regularly crashes, I'm having a lot of fun with it still, so we're going to persevere. And fortunately, we didn't really lose much in the game crash at the end of the last episode. So, with that in mind, we have got some building going right here, and I decided to do a little bit of work between episodes by going ahead and getting this ready to build here. And you'll notice the roof on it's green. That's because this is going to be for the herbalist up here. And I think this is going to be a good place for the herbalist. I went ahead and taken out some stairs here to make it look all fancy. We've got some berry bushes planted around it. And on the inside, we've just got a nice bit of decoration going on. So hopefully this thing is going to be all sorts of cool when it's done. It's going to take a little while because we don't have that many people that are doing all that much in the way of building at the minute. And that's okay. That'll hopefully change in the hopefully near future, but I'm not really going to hold my breath either, so we'll see what happens. I do want to figure out this cooking thing though. I want to see if we can maybe get ourselves another cook and maybe get ourselves a little bit more going in the way of prepared food. So I'm thinking we have two master farmers. We have one here with absolutely no traits. Let's go ahead and say that one of you could maybe become a cook, which is interesting because if I remember, I could swear farmers used to become cooks. It used to be that farmers would become cooks. They never used to be a separate thing. They might be, but whatever the case, we do need to go to the mason. We do need to get a cook's spoon. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's have a little look in here. So we're going to be wanting one of these. We'll go ahead and get that crafted up. We'll go ahead and get ourselves another cook, and we'll go ahead and see if that maybe helps to improve things a little tiny bit. I can't imagine it's going to take that long to get us another cook's spoon, so I think I'll just sit and look at this screen for a second. I'm not really sure. What are the perks of farmers, though? So, let's see here. Level 1 is speed up. Level 2 is 25% greater yield. Level 3 is job opportunities. So, okay, so maybe that is a... I don't know. I don't know if that is a thing. Then fertilizer. Hold on a minute. The farmer can use fertilizer on crops to potentially increase their quality. Then 50% greater yields. That's about growing trees. That's 100% more yield, and that is larger crops. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I'm debating whether or not we should get another cook. I think we will. I think we'll say that you can become a cook as well, and hopefully that'll involve leveling up fairly quickly. It would be nice. Level 1 cook. There we go. What are you guys running from? Why have we got the fighting music going? I have no idea what's going on right now, but for some reason the fighting music's happening, and I'm not sure why. Oh, what's going on in here? Oh! Okay, well that's not quite what I expected to see, but sure, we'll go ahead and deal with that. Shouldn't really take much to deal with. We'll set it on fire and it's done. There we go, and got a new title. The Undead Hunter. That's kind of a good title. That is definitely a good title. All right, so food is done. Net worth is over 30,000, which is kind of nuts. So I guess we just hope at this point that we can get a lot of prepared food. So you're a level 1 cook. You're getting some food, I guess. So you're eating at the minute. You're not actually preparing anything. What is this? What is it's snow? It's a little fox or it's a little squirrel? Okay. It's kind of adorable sleeping there, I'm gonna be honest. That's actually a really adorable little spot for a squirrel to be sleeping. All right. No complaints from me. That's kind of adorable. I am very much okay with that. All right. Sorry, that just completely threw me off. Sure, that's, oh my God, that was, I'm a little sad that it's gone, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little sad that it's gone. What are you doing? So you're planting some crop, you're collecting ingredients, you don't really know what you're doing. And now you're going back to plant some crops. I mean, this is the one thing. This is why I like having a bunch of cooks, because they can also plant crops, but it seems that this one here is a little torn between collecting ingredients and actually planting things. I'm not really sure what's going on. Then you're heading out to plant crops. Now that one's sleeping. I don't know what the cooks are doing. I really don't know what they're doing. I mean, if we have a look in the menu here, it does say, you know, maintain a bunch of those, maintain whatever. I think what I'm going to have to do, since this is the cook's place, let's go ahead and let's say that we want to lift all of the cook's things for a second. So let's just undeploy everything, because I think what we might want to do is sort of just lay things out again. So let's have a little look. Let's go ahead and lift the copper brewery as well. We'll get all of that undeployed. We'll go ahead and say that maybe this gets lifted, and maybe the bed comes out of there as well. I think we're going to change this from being like a homely kind of place to being very much, it's for work. It's not somewhere that anyone's going to be sleeping, and I'm okay with that. So we'll lift everything else out of there as well. We'll get the table, we'll get the bed, we'll get the cauldron. And then, like I said, we'll go ahead and turn this into somewhere that's more of a workspace. So let's have a look and see what the cook is going to need. So stone cauldron, stone mill grinder, copper brewery, I think the oven. So I think we just need 2 cauldrons, 2 grinders, 2 ovens. Let's have a look. So we've actually got 3 ovens, 3 cauldrons, and 1 grinder. Let's go ahead and queue up another grinder. We could do cheese vats as well, but I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not really in any rush to do that. This thing here for fermentation, meh. Let's just go ahead and throw some things in here. So the ovens can go out here. We'll keep the ovens outside. So we'll go 1, we'll go 2, we'll go 3. We'll have 3 ovens just outside. We'll have 3 cauldrons, and they can go, let's see, 1, and 2, and 3. And then we have the stone mill grinders, and they can go 1 and 2, right? So they'll be, this whole place is for working. That's pretty much it. We've got these copper breweries as well. I don't really care for them. I don't think we need them. It's not at all important, so we're not going to bother with those. This will be everything that the cooks need, though. And is there anything that they use over this way? It doesn't really look like it. So the cooks should be doing absolutely everything in this building right here. And that'll hopefully mean that they'll be working kind of efficiently, is what I'd be hoping there. Whether or not that's the case, I mean, we'll find out, but I'm certainly hoping that that's what's going to end up happening. And I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to the cooks, and I'm going to say that maybe they just do their job. Maybe they don't do hauling. I honestly have no, I really don't know. I want them to do their job. I want them to be cooking out here, but I don't know. I guess we're going to be waiting. I don't know what you're doing. You're just going to eat. I mean, fair enough. You know, you got to eat, but whatever. Let's go ahead and put some more fields down then whilst we're waiting. And all we've got is sweet potato. That's the only thing that I can seem to do here. I'm also slightly tempted to space these out further and maybe move my fields around a little bit. Just because I can. I might just do the normal layout for fields at some point and just do a lot of them, because this feels a little bit, I don't know, this feels a little cheesy at this point. And I like doing this method where we do the single strip to really maximize space, but at the same time, it's just a little tedious, especially getting rid of all of these at some point. That's going to be a nightmare. Now, here's the question. How do we get fertilizer? I haven't really looked into this too much. A rugged survivalist stops by. What could I sell? I mean, I've got quite a few things I could sell. I've got a lot of weapons. I have a lot of weapons. Good Lord. We've got, I mean, we have a mega, or hold on, or use it as a fancy chair. I'm sorry. We have sweet potatoes that we can use as a chair. Absolutely. Absolutely, I'm using sweet potatoes as a chair. Why wouldn't I be doing that? So let's do, I don't know where I'm going to put the, let's put them over here by the cook's place. So let's do one there, I guess. Let's do one there. And let's do one here as well. And we'll see how that goes. And that should be fine. I don't know. That's interesting that we can use giant sweet potatoes as chairs. I mean, sure. I mean, of course we can. You know? I mean, why wouldn't I be able to use a giant sweet potato as a chair? It just makes sense, is what it does. It just makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Anyway, what I really want to be doing, honestly, is getting different types of food and also probably getting another farmer. Another farmer wouldn't be a bad idea. Although I don't know, because we have one worker who could become a farmer, but then we're going to have, like, no one to do building. Let's get another farmer. Let's do it. We do have some people that can do building. Some of my workers can build when they're not, you know, working. So eventually we'll see some things happen to get built. But for the time being, we'll just have more farmers, which means we have 2 cooks, 2 farmers. That'll be hopefully a good ratio. I imagine the farmer will level up fairly quickly since there is a fair bit to be doing. Also, I forgot to mention, I've gone ahead and set all of this to be deleted so we can work on the final layer of the tunnel there. So once that's all deleted, we can go ahead and get that last layer gone. And then we can probably go and delete most of that as well, if I'm completely honest with you. Because I don't need most of those resources as it stands. Also, I did totally have a plan for up here, didn't I? We had a bunker that we were going to be working on. And I'm thinking that I might go ahead and get back to working on that. Because to be totally honest, I don't really see why not. I don't really see why not. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and resume mining. Because we're not really mining anywhere else right now. Might as well mine out a bunker and, you know, we'll turn it into something eventually. I don't know what that something's going to be, but it'll be something, is what it'll be. And I imagine my miner will be able to get that done fairly quickly. Daily updates here. Food is okay. Net worth is always fine. I've also realized it's finally spring, which will end in 21 days. So that'll be lovely. Having it be spring for a little bit. There we go. Oh my God. They just... This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous how quickly the miner works. Seriously, seriously ridiculous. I love it. I'm not complaining in a negative way. I'm complaining positively, if that makes sense. I'm sure that makes perfect sense. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not complaining. I'm just complaining. All right. That's all I'm doing. Anyway, I really want to keep an eye on the cooks. I really do, because I feel like they're not, I don't know. I feel like they're not really doing anything. Like this one's harvesting trees right now. And I'm not 100% sure why. I mean, you could be cooking, for example. You could be doing literally anything, but you're not. So let's go ahead and clear, let's just clear all of this out, right? I think I know why they might not be cooking. So clear every bit of this out. That's not being maintained right now, so that's fine. So broth is something that we're probably going to want. Raw sausage is probably something we could do. Bug meat kebabs need lower grade fuel. Interesting. Vegetable stews. Let's try and maintain, I don't know, 20 of those. Let's try and maintain 20 of those. Let's try and maintain, I guess, 5 things of broth. Sure. Let's try and maintain 10 of the vegetable stew. We've got savory meat stew. We've got tasty bug stew. We'll try and maintain 10 of those. We've got bone marrow. We could probably maintain a lot of that, to be totally honest. Let's try and maintain 20 of that for the time being. The thing is, we need this lower grade fuel, and we don't have much of that. We could do that as well, which would be interesting. We've got some roast pork. We've got venison. We could do some malted grains. Interesting. Necessary for brewing as well, which needs any common fuel. We've got cherry juice, which we could probably play with a little bit. Let's try and maintain, I'm going to say 5 of those. We could do things like sheep feed, animal fodder. Let's try and maintain, I don't know, 3 of those. And that should keep them busy, is what I'm thinking. So here's the question. How do I get my hands on lower grade fuel? Is that coal or is that something else? That's kind of my question right now. Because I have no idea. If we have a little look into here. I mean, so what is this? Piece of charcoal would need wood logs. And then that would need lumps of coal. A piece of charcoal would need more logs. And that's for slabs, and that's gold ingots. Okay. So let's have you maintain 10 of those. Is what we'll have you do. And then we need some wood. So what we'll do is we'll head out and we'll say, let's just gather from out here. Let's gather from all these trees. That way we can hopefully get our hands on a bit more wood and some more resources and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll gather from out there. We're actually gathering from this bighorn sheep as well. Not killing it, just gathering from it, which is probably for the best. So we'll gather all of that. We'll get ourselves some wood, hopefully. I'm not really sure who's going to do the gathering there because we don't actually have any workers whatsoever. But we'll figure that out in time. I'm sure. That'll be something to figure out later on. Also, I want to place more trees because I do want to try and cover the herbalist hut when it's built. I want it to be a little tricky to see from the main part of town. So a bunch of trees in and around here should, there we go. Something a bit like that. Should be a nice way to mask that. You'll be able to see it from like here, but you know, I want some trees. Well, let's put a couple of trees here as well. Just again to ever so slightly mask it, and that should be fine. You've got wares to sell. I'm not really all that interested in whatever you're selling, so get out of here. As for everything else, I mean, construction is, well, not happening, and there's not really a lot else happening either. We do have these fields being sown, which is beautiful, and it being spring, it should be, well, we should get pretty good crops, so we might end up with another couple of hearthlings between spring and summer. And I wouldn't say no to a couple more hearthlings, I'm gonna be honest. I really wouldn't say no to a couple more hearthlings, so I guess we'll see if that's a thing we can manage. Food is 603, net worth is 31,000. I think we're doing okay on the net worth, I'm gonna be honest. I really happen to think the old net worth isn't doing too bad there. Now let's see, how goes the bunker? I'm kind of curious about this. Oh wow, it's like halfway done. That's ridiculous, is what that is. I'm also pretty sure we can't actually mine through this, we can't mine through here, is what we can't do. So we might need to add a little bit extra there. And just take this out, and take this out, take that bit out, and take that bit out, just so we can get through to that wall. And that means we're actually going to have to do the same here as well, is take these extra sections of wall out just so that the windows actually work. And I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I don't know if I'm even going to use this, but it'll get me some resources and that's fine probably. So there we go. We'll do that. We have already got like the double thick windows on this side, so that's all right. We could, if we really wanted to, thicken this up a little bit, which I don't really mind doing, and I'm kind of tempted to do the same here as well. So something a bit like that, and then maybe do that and that. And then we'll do something similar here as well. Although I need to cut that whole bit out. I forgot I wasn't doing the normal mine tunnel option there. So something like that. We'll do the same here. And bring that down a little bit. We'll do the windows like that. And we'll do the windows like that. And maybe a little tiny one right there in the middle as well. Just so that's a little bit different. There we go. So that'll be interesting. Once that's all mined out. Again, don't know if I'm going to use it for anything, but I'm sure I'll figure out something to do with it. Maybe that's where we could do some deep storage for some valuables. Who knows? It would be kind of interesting to have some valuables up there. Also looks to me like we have a lot of food laying about, so here's hoping we actually do. It'd be nicer if it was in storage, but I know for a fact I don't really have anyone that's going to do a lot of hauling, so we'll see how that goes for us. It's also nice that it's not snowing anymore, and I can actually see some grass on the ground. I feel like you know what it's like? It's like when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you always notice when it's nighttime, but you just completely take it for granted and forget that it's daytime. You notice when it's dark because you want it to be light, but when it's light, you're not thinking about it because it's light. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I feel like I'm making sense. I'm not making any sense. I'm aware I'm not making any sense. It's fine. It's fine. All right? Don't worry about it. I know what I meant, and that's the important bit. Let's just hope the daily update comes in and gives us that food that I'm wanting. We've got a lot to be harvesting pretty soon by the looks of it. Also, I planted a carrot. I just wanted to point that out. We have a carrot just here, which I'm hoping will eventually give me a lot of seeds to get more carrots, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that because I don't know. I feel like that's wishful thinking. Hey, there we go. 21 hearthlings. We actually have a worker, which is lovely. That's fantastic news that we actually have a worker. Oh my God. It feels like, I know it's not been that long, but it feels like it's been a minute since we've, well, actually, no, it's been a while since we've had a new hearthling, hasn't it? It's been a little while. I'm also wondering what's the goal now for edibles? 750. Okay, we might be able to get there. A group from a small quarry have arrived. So this is a lower grade fuel. I'm gonna buy all of that. Is what I'm gonna do. That is a lower grade fuel as well. I'm gonna buy all of that. And then I'm gonna sell them some things because I feel like I can. I don't know what I can sell them that I'm not actually using, but I'm sure I can sell them something. We could sell them some goblin banner shields. I'll sell them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And I will sell them, I don't know. I'll sell a lot of clay is what I think I'll do there, since I'm not really using it myself. And that said invaders approaching, didn't it? That did. Oh my God! Hello? Right. That, oh, that's bad. Okay. Let's try and kill it. I'm pretty sure it's easy enough to do. I'm pretty sure it's also probably impervious to fire, which is not really ideal, but it should be all right. I think we got it. I'm pretty sure we got it. Also, I've upgraded all of these guys should be upgraded a little bit, which is good. My knight there tanking like an absolute champion. There we go. Okay, so new title, The Chopper. Okay. And you is now Gotzilla. They've killed the most fearsome lizard. Cinder Forged. Wait. Recurve Northern Bow has achieved a title. Wait, the bow has been named? It was used to kill the most fearsome lizard, so it's interesting. Wait, so does that mean I can select the weapon while they're holding it? Why have I never noticed this? So is that's a recurve Northern Bow. That one is Cinder Forged. That's kind of cool. That's really cool that the like weapons can get named like that. I like that a lot. Also, I want to do a thing here. I want to, let's see, stone, maybe clay. We don't have any clay bricks, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, we got some nice patterns there. What about this? Because what I was thinking of doing is putting down like just a little strip there to show that there's graves. But I was thinking of maybe using, I don't know, maybe this would be the way to do it. I don't know if I like that though. I think that's maybe a bit much. Can I just paint them? Is that an option? Can I just, no, I can't really do that. Okay. So I do need to place some kind of road down. I mean, clay bricks would probably get us some good colors, but I think we'll just go with, I think we'll just go with this. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just go with, little strips like this is what we'll do. And a little strip there. And that'll just mark our graves kind of nicely. I do need to get these gravestones moved back in here. But we'll go ahead and do that. Apparently they can't do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat. So if I do Control-C and type IB, it will insta-build, is what it'll do. And that should now all be done. I can do the same here, is what I can do. And that should be done as well, which I believe it is. There we go. So all that is done. None of this has been insta-built over here, just these little guys here, and those red things will go away. We do need to wait on these tombstones being moved. They are flagged to move out here. We've just not had any workers, so there's a lot to be done. There's a lot to be done, and we kind of need more hearthlings for it. Having a look in here, we have so much food. We're going to be able to get another hearthling in the morning, which I'm very excited about. So here's hoping we can get up to like 25 hearthlings by the time winter comes around again, because it would be nice. It would be nice to have, oh, it must be nice. It must be nice to have hearthlings on my side. It must be nice. It must be nice to have 25 hearthlings on my side. Yeah, I watched Hamilton recently. Twice. I watched it twice. I watched it twice. I watched Hamilton 2 whole times. Let's get another hearthling and oh no. Oh no. I'm just gonna say it right now. Phantom of the Opera is the better musical, but Hamilton was pretty cool. I'm just putting that out there.